You found someone else.
It does matter. No, it does matter.
No, you found someone else. You moved on.
What you mean I found someone else?
You don't want to be a part of this baby's life anymore. You found someone else and moved on. What else do you want me to do? So I just
allow me in the room with my child.
No. You cannot.
Are you really being like this right now?
I'm being like this.
Really?
You don't want to be with me anymore, so what's the point?
What that have to do with my child? That got nothing to do with him. I want to be a father in his life. How about you let me do that?
For that. Other than that,
go to court for that?
Other than that, you're not a part of this anymore. You chose her over me and this baby, so it is what it is. What do you?
So
leave that dope alone.
Everything I have done up to this point, you don't care about none of that.
No,
none of that matters.
I don't.
None of that matters.
So why don't you?
I'm gonna be there.
Why do you?
I'm gonna be there, regardless. Even if you want me not to be there, I will be there, and you will not be able to stop me. What security gonna do?
You can't come in there.
That won't stop me from going in there. I'm gonna see my baby, and I'm gonna go in there whenever I want to do.
Looking at him in the window.
No, I'm gonna do whatever. I'm walking right in that room, and I'm gonna see my little Johnny. I don't care about none of that. I don't care about none of that. And you not gonna stop me. No security guard finna stop me. No, me and her gonna be working in there.
You get to come in the room
because that's my baby.
You can see him.
Guess what? This house is my house.
Okay, so I can leave.
Okay, yeah, you can leave, but I'm gonna be in the hospital. I don't care about none of that. Guess what? I'm gonna be in there. I will be in there, and you won't stop me from being in there. I don't care what security gonna do. Nobody gonna escort me out.
Put a restraining order.
That won't. No, that won't work. It won't work. Because guess what? I'm gonna still pop up. I'm gonna pop up next to your bed. I'm gonna pop up. Once his head pop out, my head gonna pop out. I'm gonna be there. I'm definitely gonna be there, and you're not finna stop me from being there.
What you mean?
What you mean? What I mean? You know what I mean. I'm gonna be there for my child. I'm gonna be there for my child, like I said, and you're not finna stop me. And that's it. That's it. I'm gonna be there. Security guard not finna stop me. Police officer not finna stop me. Even the doctor not finna stop me. I'm gonna be there to see my child. And guess what? You ain't gonna stop me when I do that. Because guess what? That's my child. I've been providing. Guess what? I've been providing.
You decided that you don't want to be with me and the baby anymore.
That does not matter. That does not.
Emotional, damn it.
We treat black people and white people the same. No, you shouldn't. We should have the same rights. We shouldn't always be treated the same. That would be insensitive. We all have different shit going on. Like if I see a black guy with jewelry on, his hat matches his shoes, I'm like, hey, cool guy. If I see a white guy with jewelry on, his hat matches his shoes, I'm like, hey, he's gay.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Here's the dating update you all have been waiting on. So I've been dating this guy for a little while, and we've gone out quite a few times. And you know, at the beginning of dating, you always ask the question, are you seeing someone seriously? Are you married? Do you have kids? Or at least I ask those questions, and you pray that the person's telling the truth. So one night we were going to hang out at my place. I texted him when I was on my way home, and after an hour passed and he still wasn't there, I was like, okay, something's weird. So I texted him to see if he was okay, and he was like, oh my gosh, I totaled my car. I'm so sorry. I should have told you before now. Me being the skeptical queen that I am, I was just like, you're lying.
Accusations! These are not.
And I didn't even text him back. I was just like, whatever. But he ends up calling me like a couple minutes later, and sure enough, his car is totaled in the back, and he's like 2 lights from my place. So now I feel terrible, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, are you okay? Do you need anything? Do you want me to come pick you up? And he's just like, no, I'm fine. Thank you. My wife is on her way. Your wife is on her way. Your wife? And at this point, we're staring at each other on this FaceTime call, like, and he's just like, listen, I got a lot going on right now. I don't want to do this right now, please. I'm like, all right, you be safe and don't call me ever again. So after like 30 minutes, I get a knock on my door, and sure enough, it's him outside. So I'm like, did your wife drop you off? What are you doing here? And he's like, don't worry about any of that. Don't worry about that. Let's just move on. There's no moving on. You have a wife. Move on with your wife. And this, man says, believe nothing you hear and only half of what you see.
You don't find that suspicious?
Are you insane? Like I said in my other video, the men have lost it. It's gone. Whatever it was, it's gone. It's out of here.
You got 3 kids. Ain't no husband nowhere around. You're not a prize. But you think I'm going to sit here and let you talk about men and hairlines being too far back or they being too short? I'm going to sit here and let a woman talk about men like they trash, but you got 3 kids. You ain't never been married. Like, ain't nothing wrong with you. There's something wrong with you, too. You had 3 different opportunities. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to allow it to happen. This man's hair could be on the back of his head. Maybe he need to be bald. Who knows? Who cares? But I'm saying to you is, guess what? You ain't hot. So work it out. You know, what happened to humility? Why we can't be humble no more? What is wrong with women? What is wrong with y'all? I'm talking about y'all. You ain't talking about me. I'm humble. I try to always give thanks from where I'm at.
I'm 32. That is not because I can't get a man. Like, literally, like, it is not hard to be in a relationship. Literally, all you got to do is answer a DM. All you got to do is walk around Lowe's looking confused and I can pull somebody's dad.
So it's very simple and easy for women to obtain a man. It's about retaining the man after you had sex with him and retain a man of value, a guy that you genuinely love, respect, and admire. You can retain a simp. You can retain one of these dudes that's in your inbox just, oh, baby, please, let me take you out. Oh, baby, please. You know, one date, oh, baby, please.
Theory was...
So, no, listen, that's what I'm saying. You don't even have the ability to attract the men of value. Because if you were attracting the men of value, you would have been doing your thing to retain that man of value.
I have purposely not been dating because I do not have the time. Like, I have purposely been doing my own thing.
Fair enough, I guess. He'll be 40 and single. Moving right along.
I was living with a couple friends at that time, and I was dating this girl 2 or 3 years younger than me. She moved in because she was having money problems, so stupid me. About 6 or 7 months after she moved in, she started lecturing me on, we need to move out of here, this is unhealthy, it's toxic. She had her mom chirping in her ear and her other family members telling her, you need to get him to buy a house. She was taking on no ownership. She wasn't bringing anything to the table, didn't have a car, you know, worked a very low paid job. It was all going to be on my shoulders to make it happen. I wasn't red pilled at the time. I was more of like a blue pill alpha. But I knew that what I was doing was the right thing, stay on course. And she started playing this game like, well, if we're not going to get a place together, then I'm going to move out to BC and I'm going to be with my family. It was to try to pull me out of my current environment to enter her frame. The mistake a lot of guys make in their youth, especially in their 20s, they're all too happy to abandon their hopes, dreams, their purpose, the debt that they're trying to put in the universe to go and placate her and supplicate her needs, wants, and desires. This is not a great idea.
That's what I'm talking about! That's why he's the MVP! That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
Man, what are y'all doing now?
Wasn't your door just closed?
No.
So your dad's not in here?
No, he's not.
Are you sure he's not in here?
No, Ma. Why?
Because whoever gets hit first cleans the dishes.
Well, no, I haven't seen him.
So I guess I'll be doing the dishes and I can't take you to buy your new shoes. So are you sure he's not in here?
No, Mom, I, haven't seen him.
Ah!
You're up.
Wow. So you sold me out for a pair of shoes? I mean, she said she was gonna buy them. That's crazy. Master Splinter over here. I tell you what, get in here and do these dishes. What? That's not fair. Hey man, life ain't fair. Snitches get dishes. Wow. Crazy.
Damn!